We have no baby chair for the second day in a row.
It's definitely not as crazy as everyone was saying.
It's really spicy.
We already know Marley doesn't think I can do it.
We are flying right into day 3 right here on Utopia of the Seas. We have a private tour of the galley. If you checked out our part 2 video, you'll know why. But if not, I'll link it right here. So yeah, we get to have a nice little private tour of the galley and also, I think, a special breakfast. Let's go check out this behind the scenes tour. I'm really excited for this. We've never done anything like this on a cruise ship.
So to go on the galley tour, you're supposed to wear closed-toed shoes. The head waiter did not tell us that, but the maitre d' did. There is a couple people that don't have them, and so now I wish I didn't have them because they look ridiculous wearing his tennis shoes.
I think they look nice.
Yeah, real nice.
Amazing. Where are your closed-toed shoes? Where's your closed-toed shoes? Oh.
You do have to sign a waiver. Everybody in your party, including Maisie, has to sign the waiver. Basically just says, make sure you don't have diarrhea, make sure you wash your hands, you're not going behind the counter.
You're not allowed to take to-go food.
Yep, can't take to-go food, and don't touch anything that is hot.
So as I mentioned to you before, I have 411 cooks, including Galley Jordan, right? So he's the main sauce man. So he's the one that's in charge of all the sauces that you have on board, along with all the stews. Okay, if you have the lasagna, he's gonna be the one to make it. You have the bolognese, you have the white sauce, you have the tomato sauce. He's the one who's taking care of all this. In all the station, we have a massive news production. Then they're gonna get an assistant. Okay, how you gonna know he's a supervisor? You have a red. Yes, and then I'm gonna show you the gentleman over here is the assistant, so you know the difference. Who is the supervisor in charge of the sauce station? Okay. All right, and then these are the assistants. They are the one that wearing the blue. Okay, so we call them the commies. Okay, he's the chef de party, and they are the commies. All right, so they are the one who assist him to making the onion, the coriander, they're making the meal pour. At the same time, they are learning to be a supervisor as well. So the same soup for the guests is the same soup we give for the crew as well. All right. Like I said, I remember the day when I come here. This is how big it is, right? All this soup, as you know, all my equipment work by electronics in the kitchen, okay? So we're making the stock. For example, we're making the onion soup. It takes us 8 hours to make the onion soup. 8 hours, 8 full hours. Reason being, so we need to roast the bones, okay? We need to make sure we make the stock. The beef stock takes approximately 6 hours to make the stock. Because we need to make sure it's simmered properly. We need to make sure the clarification of the soup is done properly. And to making sure to taste, to making sure the flavor for everyone is very nice, okay? All the dishes has to taste by myself or the executive sous chef, okay? All in charge, all right? So this is where the soup station is. I have 3 kitchens that support the dining room. So we're on deck number 5. Straight ahead is the dining room for deck number 5. 1 deck down, dining room deck number 4. 1 deck down, dining room deck number 3. So every dining room has their own kitchen. We have a sitting, deck number 5 and deck number 4, we have 2 sittings. We have approximately 1 hour to making sure the service and the execution of the kitchen is run properly, okay? That's why we have to making sure everything is aligned in the kitchen. And this deck, I have 25 chefs that work on this deck only to making sure the operation, when it comes to the platings, if you notice, it's get hot here, right? Yeah. So we cook in bulk amount. For example, I'm making a mashed potato. It's 2,000 pounds of potato I need to peel to make a mashed potato. And of course, we have to peel by hand, right? It's not possible, correct? So we have a potato peeling machine, which is deck number 2 in my veg prep area. So deck 2 is where when I remove all my vegetables from the storeroom, I bring them there, I clean them up, and I wash them, I sanitize them, and I bring them into the kitchen. Every meal, we have a truck of everything. When it comes to tenderloin, how many portions we serve, how many prime rib, how many salmon, how many portions of pasta. If you notice when the waiters come to your table and they take the orders, they go to a small computer, right? And they put in. So this data has been recorded. So each deck, you have a consumption, okay? And everything been recorded in one. So we keep this as a data. So every ship. So this class of ship is an Oasis class. Every Oasis class, we have the benchmark. So the soup station is always closer to the dining room. So when the waiter orders the soup, it's very closer to them because it's like a starter, right? So we cannot put it too far. Like when we have the onion soup now, that's the procedure is different. So we have to cook it and we have to bake it. Then they need to come inside the kitchen for it. If any soup that we have to put here, like a liquid soup, we kept it here. And we have here, this is the warmer. So and then inside you have the soup bowls. Okay, so it's warm already, it's hot. They're making sure ready to go for them. All right, so all of the staff have been trained to know where to find everything. However, we put the pictures like the recipe, reason being cruise by cruise where staff is going home and new staff is coming. To making sure when they come in the kitchen, everything is already in place. Because every service, there's a time frame for everything. Making sure the execution of the galley goes very, very fast. Every kitchen we have what we call a dish ring. All right? How big is the kitchen? How big is the dish ring? All right? You can see this big equipment over here, which I'm going to explain to you when we go on the other side. How do we wash all the dishes? How we make sure everything is dry? When the waiters come from the dining room with all the dishes, how do we dispose everything? These are some of the things we use in the pastry. Okay, when you have making the dessert, we have a rum, we have the Madeira, okay? And of course, we have different kind of cheese. As you know, this is our cheese look and board. It's one of our very, very hard cheese, okay? So this is actually cheese that we use for your Caesar salad. We cut it. It's very hard. So we have to have a special machine to make sure the machine is slice it because it's a hard cheese, making sure it's sliced properly, okay? Over here, as you can see the kitchen, we have a lot of huge equipment on board. So our oven that we use on board, all electric ovens. They can do for steaming, they can do for roasting, they can do for convection, super steam, all right? And we have a grill, mashed potato, like I said, 2,000 pounds. Over there we have a mashed potato mixer because to mix it by hand, 2,000 pounds, we're not gonna finish, right? The croissant, we're making the croissant fresh, right? So he has to use this one to make the croissant. So when he roll it, then he cut it out, and then he fold it again to making sure it's done properly, okay? So if this is not working, then when you mix the dough over there, then you need to go with this one, right? And to roll everything and making sure everything is come out. So this is always put there. Once it's finished, everything comes on this one, and you roll it, and you get ready for the table, and everything is prepared. So I have 5 executive sous chefs, and I have 11 sous chefs. So they are my right hand and my left hand, okay? So in all these venues, I have an executive sous chef with a sous chef. So they are the one who making sure those venues are running and the venues are ready to go when it comes to the service time, when it comes to the cleaning and the procedure, okay? So as I was explaining to you before, so over here, you can come a little bit closer here. So this is what we call our dishwash machine, right? So this is where we wash all our dishes. So the small one here is for glass, all 2 small ones. Only glasses, like your wine glass or only glass. And the big ones is only plates and covers and small plastic. Okay, we are like the ramekins, all right? How these machines are work, very important. If these machines are not working, we're not gonna be able to wash our dishes. We're not gonna be able to wash our covers, okay? We're not gonna be able to sanitize the stuff properly, all right? Now the machines are clean last night, okay? Before we use this machine, there are process and procedure that in place, all right? So inside we have a 3 cycle in all machine. Wash, rinse, and sanitize. Before we use, there's a water tank, we need to fill it up, then we start it. Before we start to wash anything at all, we need to make sure we get the required temperature for the washing, required temperature for the rinsing, and the last one is the sanitation. If we don't accomplish any one of these temperature, I cannot use the machine. I need to call the maintenance team because if the temperature for the wash is not right, it's not gonna wash the plate properly. When the plate comes through and check it here, it's all gonna have the food residue inside. If the rinsing sanitation is not taking place, then that's another issue. Of course, at the last, we have a sanitized solution to making sure each plate, everything that comes out is sanitized. And then we check. How do we dispose of our garbage, right? Of course, all those garbage that come from the stateroom. There's a system and a procedure in place. So we start with the kitchen. If you see over here, we have a different bins, right? So we have a red and we have gray and we have blue. And of course, we have a yellow. Each one of these bins has their independent purpose. Okay? For example, we're gonna start with the yellow bin. So what goes inside? Only food waste. Any food waste at all. Chicken, mashed potato, sauce, only this bin. There cannot be no spoon, no broken glass, nothing whatsoever. Only food. Okay? When it comes to the red bin is only consists of plastic and papers. And then of course we go to the gray. Alright, so the gray bin you will find only your broken. If it's a wine glass is broken, only broken chinas. And then for the blue, only aluminum. So reason being, we go back to the red bin, the yellow bin again. So the yellow bin, our food waste, we have a process for that on board the ship. Over here, this is a grinding system. We call it on board the ship a pulper. So we pulp the waste of the food, okay? So we put it inside here, it goes to the stream, we turn it on and the water flush it down, and it goes all the way inside and the blade and it's grind everything. Make everything into liquid. Goes all the way to the big pipe. And then, of course, deck number 0, they have a big tank. They collect everything. This is all ship in the world. Collect all these things. And by law, when the ship reaches like 17 to 18 nautical miles in the ocean, then they start to feed the fishes.
All right, guys, so for our giveaway, our 7-part series, all you have to do to enter to win is leave a comment on the videos. To better your chances, leave a comment on every video. And what are you winning? You're winning this monochrome Royal Caribbean bag. I thought this was pretty cute. We will announce the winner at the end of our 7-week video series.
So we just finished our tour. It makes you appreciate everything. Like when you go into dinner and you're like, I don't really like that. It kind of makes you feel bad because they really do make everything by hand, and it's a huge process to feed everybody on the ship. So I have a new appreciation for the dining room.
If you have an opportunity to go on the galley tour, do it. First drink of the day at 10:30 in the morning. Mimosas to end the tour. We're here at brunch and we have no baby chair for the second day in a row. We've been here for about 10 minutes. So Maisie is going to be eating breakfast with Daddy. She's already tried to stab me with a knife multiple times. About 1 minute after I recorded that last clip, the baby chair has arrived.
All right, so we have Maisie's scrambled eggs and a hash brown, my French toast, and the condiments that come with the French toast.
And I got the egg white omelet with all the meats. Let us know in the comments down below what your go-to Starbucks order is.
Yeah, are you a pumpkin person or an apple person? I've never had their apple drinks.
I will be getting my Grande Nitro Cold Brew. How much do you think Big Chain is?
$1,500. I don't think it's real diamonds.
It's real diamonds. How
It
much
is?
do you think it is?
Oh, okay. 72,000.
Lower.
50,000.
Close.
54.
$49,000 for Big Chain.
All right, y'all, so I never pull pranks on Matt, so I think it's time to pull a prank on him with a cupcake.
You got a cupcake?
Yeah, I got a cupcake. You want to try it?
Yeah. Delicious. All right, I got my stars. This is normally a $5 drink, and it was
$7.61.
yeah, so pretty expensive to have the luxuries of home here on board. Marley didn't even get her drink. I'm just now realizing that in that clip, I had a big chunk of frosting on my face still. You know, I didn't even smash cake into your face on our wedding day yet.
One should not.
Yeah, but you did. Let us know in the comments down below if you think that's a little weird. Nothing like coming back to a freshly cleaned room and...
Elephant!
Who is this guy?
Oh.
That was so sweet.
Yay.
All right, so we're going to what has quickly become our favorite part of the ship, the boardwalk, because they have carnival games, face painting, and snacks. Hi, my name is Maisie, and this is my third carousel ride in 3 days? In 3 days. I thought it was already the 4th day. So we're here in the boardwalk for the boardwalk party. They got popcorn, they got cotton candy, they got tons of games, face painting. I saw some swords.
Some balloon animal swords.
And a ton of kids back here, obviously.
Yeah.
But Utopia of the Seas is really checking the box. If you do have little ones, I think this is a great option.
Yeah, it's definitely not as crazy as everyone was saying, but this is the 4-day, so the weekday cruise. We'll see how the weekend one is.
But guess what? We'll be there, so you'll be able to see and we'll be able to compare and contrast if the crowds are different, if the energy levels are a little bit different. But it's a party for little kids right now. If you travel with littles, you know how it is. When it's nap time, it's nap time. And Marley's currently gobbling down a glizzy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're seeing if Maisie remembers where our room is. She's slowing down, but she's getting close. Come on, Maisie. And you found our room.
Yeah. So we're at Playmakers. A lot of things sound good.
Everything's pretty reasonably priced.
Yeah.
It looks like the food's anywhere from like $8 to like 13, 15 bucks. $8 to $20, we'll say, for the food items. And are we going to try the campfire cookie? Views and Q's have it in their Hall of Fame.
They took it out of their Hall of Fame.
They took this version, the Utopia of the Seas version of the campfire cookie, out of the Hall of Fame. Hello, my name is Matthew, and this is the goalpost margarita. It's really spicy. Oh my God, that reminds me, I used to get a Moscow Mule that had jalapenos in it, and it would make my lips tingle for days. That's what this reminds me of. I didn't read the description of this. That's user error on my part.
All right, so we have a couple dinner questions. And if you want your dinner questions answered, just leave us a comment down below. Bridget asks, how does this cruise compare to your Margaritaville Islander experience?
You cannot compare the two of these ships. The scale of this ship compared to the Margaritaville Islander, it's not even close. The amount of activities, the things that you can do to occupy your free time here are a lot more than just doing random trivia and stuff like that. But yes, traveling with family, that would have made this whole entire experience a whole lot better. But I am going to say that your next cruise needs to be on a ship of this scale so you can really see the two extremes of like a Margaritaville Islander, a really small ship, and then something like Utopia of the Seas, where you have an unlimited amount of things you can do to occupy your time.
Don't ask me what's on this, because I don't remember. I know that's an onion. This, I don't know. Maybe it's a deep fried mushroom, because it is a truffle burger.
Yeah.
This is truffle cheese, bacon. There's lettuce at the bottom. It looks really good. These fries look bomb.
Yeah, they're garlic and Parmesan fries.
Yeah.
Jalapeno poppers.
Yep.
With some ranch dressing. Got to make sure that's homemade.
It's not going to be.
Okay. And then we also got some buffalo wings. And you get a carrot.
Ooh, carrot! This burger is massive.
Oh my goodness.
It is heavy.
Chocolate syrup and sprinkles.
Wow.
We have had one of the sweetest servers here at Playmakers. Her name is Prime. And she has given Maisie chocolate ice cream, chocolate milk, all of the chocolate, and just really been really sweet with her. So it means a lot to us.
You want a straw? We're on our way to the 80s show.
Fit check
Fit check. Oh, sexy red.
for president.
For president.
I don't think that's a controversial issue at all.
No.
She wants to make America sexy again.
Yeah.
We are at the Aqua 80s show. I keep on calling it the Aqua Adventure show, but it's not that. The standby line was pretty huge because the show doesn't start for half an hour. We want to make sure we got good seats to get good footage for you. So stay tuned.
What did you think of the Aqua Show? We loved it. It was great. It was epic. It was incredible. I don't know how people figure out how they have these talents. This is a do not miss show.
We're here at the Pesky Parrot. We came here and I tried a peanut butter pina colada. I didn't really like it, so I'm trying something different. This is the Tequila Zombie. It's very boozy. I like the mezcal in it, and it also has a little bit of cinnamon, and you get a lot of the cinnamon on the nose. This is about 10 times better than the drink that I had at dinner, and also in that peanut butter pina colada. So if you're coming to Pesky Parrot, give the Tequila Zombie a try.
So we're waiting in line to drop Maisie off for her first nursery session. It's 10:15, so she's a little sleepy. Looks like they're watching Blippi in there. We've never watched Blippi, but he's appeared on Miss Rachel a couple times, huh? All right, y'all, so they gave us this phone. We can call her anytime if we want to check in on her, or they're going to use it to call us if she's just inconsolable. This phone is not going to ring this whole time that we're gone. Putting it out there. It's not going to ring.
So Maisie has been on kids clubs, on Carnival, and on Disney, so she can basically survive everything. She's done her time. So we dropped Maisie off at the kids club. Our reservations were not showing up in the system. Luckily, they had a standby line, and we were able to get basically right in front of the stage. Obviously, we're not going to film the comedian, but we'll let you know how it is after.
Comedy show. First guy was funnier. Second guy was trying too hard. Do you think he was trying too hard?
The first guy didn't swear. He was a clean comic.
Yeah, he was.
He didn't swear at all.
No.
The second guy dropped an F-bomb within the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, he was trying too hard.
I always appreciate clean comics more.
Doors opening.
He did, however, stop right here. He did, however, take one of the premises that I've thought of, which is for the people that smoke weed and stuff, they need to just have a weed cruise. Just bake out Wonder of the Seas. They will sell it out in a matter of moments. And he even said, I really liked his tag where he said that the Windjammer would have no food left over.
Yeah.
Thought that was pretty good. All right, we got Miss Maisie.
Man, she was crying.
She was a little tired. It's about 11:15 right now, so
Way past her bedtime.
it's definitely
She
way
is
past her
a
bedtime.
9 p.m. maximum, usually.
Yeah. So we will be checking out the kids club tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. And I think she'll be a little better tomorrow during the day.
Yeah, with the lights on, and there's a lot of kids in there crying, so I feel like if you see one kid crying, you're crying too.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are shutting it down here on day 3, Utopia of the Seas. Tomorrow is a perfect day at Coco Key. We're going to the adults only Hideaway Beach. Make sure you go to about the middle part of this video so you can check out our giveaway that we're doing for this series. It's for a really great prize, so make sure you leave a comment down below to enter that giveaway. And we will see you tomorrow. I'm Matthew.
I'm Marley.
And Maisie's back there, completely out of focus, but it's okay. We'll see you tomorrow.